Hello once again, it is me, Jespo, with a brand new farm tutorial video. But before we get into this video, I would like to address one thing. I actually have racked up several hundred views, according to my YouTube statistics page, but the only issue with that is I only have 8 subscribers, so what is going on there? So I was just gonna say, I would love it if you were to go push that shiny red subscribe button right now. I hate begging for subscribers, but let's face it, 200 views and only 8 subscribers, there's something very wrong there. But yes, now let's get right into this video. So here we have a charge creeper slash mobhead farm. Can be used for both of them. So if you just need charge creepers, you can do that, but the only thing charge creepers are really good for is mob heads, unless you want to turn them into bombs or something, I don't know. But yes, the mob head part of the farm is over here. This is where you'll actually get the mob heads. This is the transformation area where you turn creepers into charge creepers. And then this is the water stream slash capturing area where you get creepers, just like that one down there. So how this works is, first step, you are going to want to get creepers to spawn in survival mode. So if you are in survival, as this is meant to be built in, you're just going to have to wait till they naturally spawn in. But since I'm in creative, I'll speed that process up a little bit with this right here. So as you can see, now that I have one, I will show you in survival mode what this is like. So let's go into survival mode. Alright. No, I failed that. Works is, first step, you are going to want to get creepers to spawn in survival mode. So if you are in survival, as this is meant to be built in, you're just going to have to wait till they naturally spawn in. But since I'm in creative, I'll speed that process up a little bit with this right here. I am now in survival mode, and as you can see, if I spawn in a creeper, this creeper will now try and track towards me because he wants to explode me, but then he falls right down there because it registers these trapdoors as solid blocks. And since they are not solid blocks, you'll try and walk over them, but just fall straight through into water. So show you again, I can do this whole bunch of creepers and they'll all just fall straight through like that. So now I'm going to pop back into creative mode and show you guys the rest of the farm. So, once all the creepers have flown down through the water streams, they will end up in the holding cell. Now, I would suggest only having 2 or 3 creepers inside the holding cell at a time, because if there's too many, it will cram and cause the minecart to get shoved out in the wrong direction, and that can cause many issues if that does happen, such as your farm possibly blowing up, and you do not want that to happen. So once you have 2 or 3 creepers, you can take a minecart, place it over here, and it will grab a creeper and go over here to the transformation area. Now how the transformation area works, you're going to want to walk up the stairs once there is a thunderstorm. So you are going to have to wait for a thunderstorm to happen for this farm, but trust me, it is worth it, and they do happen more often than you think. I'm just going to summon in one real quick. So let's go over here, /weather, thunderstorm. And now it has become a thunderstorm. Wow, magic. I do not have any idea how that happened so perfectly. But anyway, once that does happen, you can come with your trident, throw it, and as you can see, it has now caused that creeper to become a charged creeper. Your trident will need channeling, but yes, so if you do have a channeling trident, it will cause the creeper to become a charged creeper as soon as you hit it with the trident. I would also suggest putting loyalty 3 or whatever level you want on your trident so it comes back to your hand easily once you have thrown it. So I will change the weather to clear real quick because, let's face it, those lightning strikes are very annoying. Yeah, just like that. Wow. Okay, so we are now going back to clear weather. And we have our charge creeper right here. So the next step will be to flip this lever with the sticky piston. That puts all the rails in place. And then just pop another minecart right down there. And it will take the creeper up and into this holding area right here. Now this has to be completely made out of obsidian so it doesn't cause your farm to blow up every time you use this. And the last step will be to get a lot of mobs into this space right here. So how I would suggest you do this is via any farm or spawner. So you could like hook this up to your zombie or skeleton grinder, or maybe put it on a wither farm or wither skeleton farm, or even a creeper farm. But the 4 mobs that you can use on this are creepers, zombies, skeletons, and wither skeletons. So once you have all those in there, you can just spawn them right in. Like that. I'll use a little bit of all of them. Warning, baby zombies will be able to escape this, so I would suggest you put up some measures to make sure that the baby zombies don't run rampant across your base, because that would be awful. But once you have all those mobs in there, all you have to do is come over here to the charged creeper, break the minecart, and then you can take a flint and steel. Don't worry, you can't, the creeper won't explode, because he technically can't see you. And then you ignite him with your flint and steel, and it explodes. When you come over here, all the mobs will have died, and they will leave behind all of their heads. So just from those mobs, I now have 6 wither skeleton skulls, 5 zombie heads, 8 skeleton skulls, and 6 creeper heads, just like that. So that is the demonstration of how to use this, and we'll now go on to the tutorial part of the video. I am now actually here in a infinity world to show you guys how to make this in your own survival worlds. Now, so there will be some changes from the demonstration design I showed you, but they're not very big, and it actually should make it easier to create in your survival worlds. So let's get right into the tutorial. So the first step I would suggest is, rather than building up that platform that I had made in the instructional part of the video, I would suggest you just dig out a trench. So this trench is going to have to be 8 by 2 by 2. So just like 8 blocks long, just like that. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that was 8. It might have been 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I got it right. And then it is 2 blocks wide, and then you're going to have to make it 2 blocks deep. And let's get done with that real quick. Alright, next you're going to obviously need your trapdoors. So once you have the trapdoors, it can be any kind, that does not matter, because all trapdoors function the same way. Just place them along the edges like that. You are going to need 16 trapdoors, but that shouldn't be too hard for you to get. After all, it's just a couple wood. So once you have those all in place, you can get on to digging out the next part of the trench. For this, you're going to want to dig it even deeper and make another 8 block long trench going whatever way you want. It can be either to the right or the left. So I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you're going to want to dig this 2 blocks deeper than the floor of your first trench. So that's right there. So I'm going to dig it 2 blocks deeper. Oops, hit a cave. I'm going to patch that up real quick. So, and then there. And I'm now digging it 2 blocks deeper, just like that. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to want to come over here and dig down yet another 2 blocks, just like that. You do not have to break these blocks, just make sure this is 2 blocks deeper. And once you have all that done, all you have to do is take a water bucket or ice or anything else that can create water and fill this all up, just like that. So 2 water there, and then 1 water right here. And now that will capture creepers. So over here, you are going to need to place powered rails down at the bottom of this. So you want a powered rail right here, powered rail right there, and then a powered rail right there. I would suggest you dig out a small area for you to stand while you place the minecarts. It doesn't have to be super huge, but yes. And you are also going to need a powered rail over there. And then you are going to want to dig like a minecart staircase slash ramp upward until you reach the surface again. This is the best way to do it in survival, as it requires the least amount of block placing. And then you can string powered rails all the way up to the surface, just like that. So now that you have all your powered rails in place, you're going to want to make this secure. So all you have to do is place blocks around the water stream, just like that, to make sure no creepers can see you and explode. And the last step will be place a lever here and make sure there is a solid block behind that. And you can even fill in this just to be even more safe. And I would suggest placing a glass block here to see, so you can see how many creepers you have in the holding area. It is a suggestion, you don't have to do this, but like I say, I would suggest you do it. Now, the next step will be to come up to the surface at the top of your powered rails. Make sure they're all powered, just like that. And after that, you are going to want to come over with any block that's non-flammable. For this, I'll be using my favorite block, the smooth stone. And you're going to need a few more rails. So then come over with, you are actually first going to have to make sure the rails are curved. So do that, and then place your last rail. It does not have to be powered or anything. It can just be a normal rail going that way. So once you have it in this L shape with this straight rail going into it, all you have to do is come over here, place like 3 more powered rails, Then you are going to want to place a smooth stone or whatever non-flammable block you have there, there. Then you are going to want to place one here, there, there, and then one block there. Then you're going to need your, I think only redstone redstone circuit, a piston, and a lever there. So you can toggle that on or off, just like that. And I would actually suggest you place the lever right there. And then the last step to the transformation area will to be come over here, and you are going to want to have a button right there. So just like that to power the rails on and off. And then you are going to need a staircase just like this. So go 3 blocks up from there. Then just build a staircase going straight up. That is so the creeper doesn't explode once he sees you. Because like I say, that would not be good if the creeper blew up, destroying your farm. So then for the last part, just bring your rails over, and then you're going to want to build another rail ramp just like that. Build it up 4. So there you are. And then place powered rails, or really any other type of rail. It just has to have enough momentum to get up there. And now for the last part, the holding area for the mobs and where the creeper will explode. So for this, you're going to need quite a bit of obsidian, just like that. And you are going to want to build a base just like this. So that is a 3x3, and then come out 2 blocks and fill that all in. Make sure it is solid, do not cut corners. If you cut corners, the shockwave could actually blow up parts of the ground surrounding the farm, and trust me, that is not pretty. So then you are going to want to fill this all in, just like that. Make a ring around it, up until you get to the very top of this ramp. And once you do that, just like that. Now once you have that done, you can come down here and fill in the block, every single block in the middle except for the very bottom one. So as you can see, there's no block right there, but all the rest will have solid blocks on it. And make sure this is empty space right here, because that's actually what will kill the mobs, the creeper explosion going through that little hole. And now place 1 solid block here as a backstop for the minecart, and 1 rail right there. And that is the entire farm complete, just like that. So now you can capture creepers, transform them with your Riptide Trident, and then send them on over and turn monsters into heads. So that'll be all for today. I'd like to thank you for watching, and like I said earlier, go press that shiny red subscribe button if you'd like to see more. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and drop a comment suggesting what you'd like to see me do or create in Minecraft. I need more content ideas. So yes, I will take suggestions. I love suggestions, in fact. But anyway, that is all for now. I'm Jespo, and I'm out.